Little Miss Muffet, she sat on a tuffet, eating of curds and whey. There came a great spider, who sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Patty cake, baker's man, make me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and prick it and mark it with a T, and send it home for Tommy and me. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Young lambs to sell, young lambs to sell. If I had as much money as I could tell, I would never cry, young lambs to sell. Young lambs to sell, young lambs to sell. I never would cry, young lambs to sell.
Little Robin Redbreast sat upon a tree. Up went Pussycat, and down went he. Down came Pussycat, and away Robin ran. Says little Robin Redbreast, "Catch me if you can." Little Robin Redbreast jumped upon a wall. Pussycat jumped after him, and almost got a fall. Little Robin chirped and sang, and what did Pussy say? Pussycat said, "Meow," and Robin jumped away. Handy-spandy Jack-a-dandy loved plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at a grocer shop, and out he came, hop, hop, hop. Little boy blue, come blow up your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where's the little boy that looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. This little pig went to the market. This little pig stayed at home. This little pig had roast beef. And this little pig had none. And this little pig said, "Wee, wee, wee! I can't find my way home." Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I!" To market to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. To market to buy a fat hog. Home again, jiggity jog. Taffy was a Welshman. Taffy was a thief. Taffy came to my house and stole a piece of beef. I went to Taffy's house. Taffy was from home. Taffy came to my house and stole a marrow bone. Bye, black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, Mary, have I. 3 bags full. One for my master, one for my dame, but none for the little girl that cries in the lane. Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Silver bells and cockle shells and columbines all of a row. Little Bo Peep has lost his sheep and cannot tell where to find them. Leave them alone, and they'll come home and bring their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt he heard them bleating. When he awoke, he found it a joke, for still they all were fleeting. Then up he took his little crook, determined for to find them. He found them indeed, but it made his heart bleed, for they'd left their tails behind them.
Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns, hot cross buns, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. Little dog laughed to see such sport, while the dish ran after the spoon.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts upon a summer day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away. The King of Hearts, he missed those tarts and beat the Knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back those tarts and vowed he'd steal no more.
I had a little husband no bigger than my thumb. I put him in a pint pot and there I bid him drum. I bought a little horse that galloped up and down. I bridled him and saddled him and sent him out of town. I gave him some garters to garter up his hose and a little handkerchief to wipe his pretty nose.
Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Says Simple Simon to the pieman,
Let me taste your ware.
says the pieman to Simple Simon. Show me first your penny, says Simple Simon to the pieman.
Indeed, I have not any.
Simple Simon went a-fishing for to catch a whale. All the water he had got was in his mother's pail.
Sing a song of sixpence, a bag full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Was not that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Long came a blackbird and snapped off her nose.